Robbie, question from Joseph Morong, if I may. What does the data show, though, in terms of what countries have the fastest number of increase in cases?
So, unfortunately, we see the fastest number of increase in countries that have not followed lockdowns and the precautions that were advocated by WHO. So countries that ignored the warnings, countries like Brazil, to some extent the US, where they were late or hesitant in implementing those measures, we've seen massive increases in cases, overwhelming. Similar situation we saw a few months ago also in Italy. So this is why we continue to advocate for the non-pharmaceutical interventions that we know can help reduce the health impact and the economic impact of this disease.
Dr. Rabi, what is your message or reminder to the Filipinos?
We have to all work together. This disease is not something that can be controlled by government actions or by a combined action of all the departments and the IATF. This disease can only be controlled if every one of you, every Filipino, every person in this country takes responsibility to protect themselves, and through that action protect your families, your parents, your grandparents, and your greater community. So we need to work together. We need to come together. I believe you call it your Bayanihan spirit. Maximize that and follow the guidance that your DOH and the government and WHO is providing so that we can minimize the impact of this disease.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rabi. Abeya Singh, the World Health Organization representative here in the Philippines.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you for having me.
Samantala, kumustahin natin ang kasalukuyang kalagayan ng mga Pilipino sa Oman. Makakapanayan po natin si Ambassador Narciso Cantaneda. Tama po ba? Cantaneda. Mula po sa Embassy of the Philippines in Muscat, Oman. Castaneda. Oh, nagkamali ng spelling ng writer namin dito. Sir, magandang araw po sa inyo.
Good morning. Magandang araw din sa inyo.
Ambassador Castaneda, sir, ayon po sa Oman Health Ministry, may higit 21,000 ng recoveries dyan po sa Oman. Gaano po kahigpit ang health protocols at ano po ang mga best practices na maaring tularan?
Sa ngayon, tama yung mga figures na binigay nyo. Medyo parami rin ang kaso nila ng nag-increase ang number of cases of COVID nila dito. They're trying to restrict the spread by having certain protocols, pero medyo mahina. Katulad rin siguro sa ibang mga lugar na masyado nang nahigpitan sila ng ilang linggo, kaya ngayon na nagbukas para silang nakawala.
Opo, Ambassador, magandang araw po. Noong pong linggo ay nabalita ang 1,197 new cases sa Oman at 488 daw po rito mga non-Omanis, at kahapon naman po ay 375 yung mga hindi taga-Oman ang nadagdag. Kumusta po ang ating mga kababayan naman dyan?
Sa aming mga records, 9 Filipinos ang naka-confine dahil sa COVID. Isa pa lang ang namatay. Unfortunately, medyo severe yung kanyang kaso. Pero yung sa mga 9 na hospital, 5 are supposedly out of ICU. The other 4 are a bit in better condition. So hindi naman tayo ganun yung community natin hindi naman ganun ang pinsala ng COVID sa kanila. Yung mga ibang mga dayuhan katulad ng merong mga laking populasyon dito ng mga nagtatrabaho katulad ng Mumbai at ibang mga workers nila, meron silang mga barracks Diyan medyo mabilis kumalat yung COVID pag medyo dikit-dikit tapos hindi na susubaybayan na nangyayari.
Opo. Ambassador, noong July 1st po, yung Oman po nag-launch ng new tax card system that will serve as a proof of registration ng isang taxpayer. Pero ano po yung posibleng epekto nito sa ating mga Filipino workers at migrants?
Maraming dito mga patakaran na nilalabas nila recently. Hindi pa rin nasisiguro kung ano eksakto ang epekto niyan sa ating mga kababayan dahil marami silang mga niro-roll out na mga bagong patakaran tungkol sa expatriate workers dito sa Oman. Kaya titingnan ho natin kung ano ang mangyayari diyan pa sa kanilang mga programa na ito.
Ambassador, kumusta po ang repatriation efforts ng inyong tanggapan at ilan na po ba ang mga nakauwi?
We had our first successful repatriation flight last week. 279 Filipinos were on board that flight. Itong July 1st, we have an additional flight going to Manila na ilakad ho namin sa gobyerno dito at sa gobyerno natin na para mapabilis ang kanilang approval para makauwi sa atin. We're scheduling at least 2 or 3 per month flights. Hopefully, we will be able to reduce the number of mga kababayan natin who are willing to go home and escape the problems of COVID here in terms of employment.
Doon naman po sa mga nawalan ng trabaho, nabanggit nyo na po yung employment, ano po ang tulong na ibinibigay po ng inyong tanggapan sa kanila? Meron po kasing, I believe, $200 na benepisyo na pwedeng matanggap mula po sa DOLE. Ito po ba ay naipamahagi na natin?
Sa ngayon, we have about 6,700 Filipinos who have availed of the program, itong binibigay ng ating gobyerno, and our Philippine Labor Overseas Office here has been very prompt in trying to disperse all these funds available. Medyo katulad nung last time na kinausap niyo ako dito sa programa niyo, siyempre, meron tayong limited funds, what is available and what is possible to give. Pero natutulungan ho sila.
Ambassador, pagdating naman po sa programang pinansyal, yung pong sinasabi nating DOLE AKAP for OFWs, pero gaano na po ba talaga karami yung nakatanggap ng tulong? Base po sa inyong datos dyan.
According to the latest data that was given to me by the Polo office yesterday, 6,450 na ang nabigyan natin ng tulong ng $200 each. And this has been received by them. So that is the actual amount that has been disbursed. So 6,450 times $200, yun ang lumabas na from the DOLE AKAP program. Now there is a remainder that still has to be disbursed, and it will be done quite soon, I'm sure.
Bilang panghuli, mensahe niyo po sa mga Pilipinong naninirahan sa Oman, Ambassador Castañeda.
Magpatuloy po tayo na magsundin ang mga patakaran dito tungkol sa COVID para hindi tayo maapektuhan ng gusto. Ang operations ng embassy are starting up. We are reopening gradually. Hindi namin talaga binubukas 100% dahil katulad ng alam na po ninyo sa Saudi at sa ibang lugar, nagkaroon tayo ng mga problema ng COVID na nasarado yung ating ibang mga opisina dahil sa infection that is unchecked. So we are trying to limit the progression of the disease as well, and we are trying to do our part. Pero kung merong kailangan talaga yung ating mga kababayan, meron tayong mga linya, mga hotline, meron tayong means of communication sa Facebook, sa other social media outlets, and they can get in touch with us. Meron the usual telephone, fax, etc. So it's a work in progress dahil talagang we are in a crisis situation. So it's a slow progression to returning to normal, and we will try our best to ensure that our fellow Filipinos are attended to adequately.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong panahon, Ambassador Castañeda. Nawa po ay mas naliwanagan ng ating mga kababayan. Mabuhay po kayo at mabuhay po ang inyong tanggapan.
Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
If we give the right information, let us consider that as part of our civic duty.
The fight against coronavirus is an arduous and protracted one, but this is a battle worth fighting and winning for.
The fight against COVID-19 starts at your doorstep.
Ngayon po ay makakapanayam natin si Governor Victor Yu ng Zamboanga del Sur. Maayong buntag kanimo, Governor Yu.
Buntag, Sec Martin, and of course, mayong buntag po kay Sec Rocky. Labi na yun sa nakikinig ngayon sa programa nyo. Magandang umaga po.
Yes, sir. It's good to talk to you once again, Governor Yu. Kumusta po ang inyong lalawigan in dealing with the COVID-19 situation?
So far, maayos naman, sir. After we have ECQ last March, 5 lang yung naging positive dito. And thanks God naman, naka-recover lahat. And maybe mga sa May, nag-GCQ kami, nakita namin na control namin yung situation. Kasi so far, wala namang local transmission dito. Right now, we are receiving LSI na ROF dito sa probinsya. Although very alarming from outside the province yan, but we cannot do otherwise but to accept them since they are Sambusurian also. So far dito, sir, ngayon, yung mga checkpoints namin, may mga rapid test kit, tsaka nakarehistro din yung papasok, to include from plane, to include from dito sa Osamis Pier. So far, we have right now 13 positive na nasa swab. And unfortunately, naghintay ng mga 60 pa na positive sa rapid na hindi pa lumabas yung swab test. Kasi padala sa Zamboanga yung swab sample. And pasalamat ako sa ating administration, si President Duterte, binigay na
upang mabigyan ng pangmatagalang tulong ang ating mga kababayang nais magbalik probinsya at makapagsimulang muli. Pinagtibay ni Pangulong Duterte ang Executive Order No. 114 o ang Balik Probinsya, Bagong Pag-asa Program.
Go home to the province, they have the means of going back there. And there is a promise. What is really very important is we give them hope.
Na-issue rin po kahapon ng ating Presidente Executive Order No. 114. Ito po ay yung sa Balik Probinsya, Bagong Pag-asa Program as a pillar of balanced regional development.
Noong ika-20 ng Mayo, ang programa ay matagumpay na nakapagpauwi na ng mahigit 100 residente pabalik ng Leyte na inaasahang darami pa. At dahil nais agarang tugunan ang mga pangangailangan ng ating mga stranded na kababayan, ipinagpaliban muna ang rollout ng Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa Program upang ihandog ng ating pamahalaan ang hatid tulong.
I decided as a matter of strategy na isuspend muna ang ating rollouts for the Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa to give way. Unahin natin. Kasi this was a very clear instruction from the President. Unahin, pauwiin na ang ating mga kababayan na stranded dito sa Maynila. And then, pagdating ng panahon na tapos na itong mga problema ng stranded, the Balik Probinsya will now take the second phase already in the succeeding rollouts and simultaneous rollouts to all of the provinces of their choice.
Pilipino to, kababayan natin. Tanggapin ninyo and provide for sequestration houses if you want. Yung doon sila i-quarantine. Pero hati-hati tayo sa problema. Total, hindi naman kami nagkulang. Whatever you need, we provide. Kawawa naman. Tulungan ninyo yung mga Pilipino